Thanks for joining us for this latest video on Inavate TV. I'm joined today by Mike and Chris from Unified Support. I guess before we start on the questions, guys, individually, could you maybe just introduce yourself and maybe give us a slight background into your AV career? Mike, start with you first, please.
Mike Nield. We formed Unified Support in January of 2021, and I've been in the AV industry far longer than I would like to admit. But since the early 90s, with CRT projectors and those for the old audience. But I've worked in several service delivery and project delivery roles around many integrators and distributors in the UK.
Hi, Paul. I've been in the business since '86, originally starting out in film in the days of slide projectors, acetates, moved into analog technology, then transitioned to broadcast, and then ultimately into client support and maintenance services.
Fantastic. So we're here today to talk about recruitment in the AV industry, but you guys, your approach kind of differs from the traditional recruitment companies. I just wonder if you could maybe explain how, and maybe Mike to you first, and then Chris, if you want to add on something at the end.
Yeah, so we sort of fell into it from old colleagues asking us for recommendations for people. And we found that what we provide differently to the more traditional recruitment companies is that we've actually been there on site and we've delivered services to people. So we know what our clients are looking for. And the key aspect to what we do is that we actually personally vet everyone who's coming through. So we check them out, we interview them, and we do all of that work up front to save our clients both time and money.
That's right. I think as Mike says, the key advantages that we bring are that we've worked in the industry. We've both got technical backgrounds as well, and also a good understanding of clients themselves, having actually been based on client sites. So that brings additional perspective when we're vetting clients, that we can both check them out technically and also get an understanding whether their personality would be a good fit to the organisation that we're hoping to put them into.
I just wanted to touch really on your exact offering. I mean, do you offer AV technicians with a broad range of skills, or can you apply someone with very specific specialist skills, like a video walls or loudspeaker installs? Maybe so someone could do maybe individual parts of a bigger project. Mike, to you first again.
Yeah, I think the answer to that question, Paul, is that we provide both. So we can provide your general AV installation technician who's got broad-ranging skills, but also we provide specific skills required by our clients, be it an on-site AV technician who's got experience of a legal firm, or somebody who's a specialist in audio or video wall installations. So it's a bit of both is the real answer.
Yes, completely agree. We can provide any type of specialist or generalist role within the AV industry. We've even been on the look for salespeople or for example, finance people. But we understand the sort of backgrounds that they need to have come from, or the sort of requirements that companies will need them to be able to fulfil.
And I believe, Chris, this one's to you. I believe the traditional model is maybe longer term contracts, but you guys are doing short term recruitment as well.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll provide people for single days, whatever duration is required. We've recently had a request for a fixed term contract, but it's for very early starts and very early finishes. It's sort of out of hours. So that's kind of the unique piece that we can bring, is that we can resource for any sort of requirement or duration that's needed.
Sure. And the final question to you, Chris, first. We're obviously talking about integrators will be a lot of your clients here. How can you put those guys at ease that maybe have long-term relationships with clients that using unified support won't threaten those long-term relationships or service contracts they have? Chris, to you first.
We engage directly with the integrators, and we're very clear with any people that we actually provide as to what the relationship is, that they're there to represent either ourselves or the company that they're working for, and that they need to feel part of that company. And we're very clear on what the pecking order is, how they should report, how they should deal. But we deal with service integrators. We don't deal with the end users.
Mike, anything to add?
Yeah, I think we need to be really clear that our role is to support the temporary or permanent expansion or contraction of any business. So we're looking to allow integrators to expand their resources when they need it for specific projects, and we have absolutely no interest in approaching end users to do that work. It's we consider ourselves a trade only body.
Okay, fab. Thanks, Mike. Thanks, Chris. It's really interesting to hear someone doing recruitment, but really coming at it from a different angle. And I think that's what unified support really does. It's a really interesting model, I think, and one we'll probably watch with a lot of interest. Mike, Chris, many thanks for your time, and thanks for joining us for this latest Inavate video, and we shall see you soon. Bye-bye.